One more inakuja. Yeah.
Tobiko, what is he saying? You want?
Yeah. You can see now I'll not be following the CS.
It's a new technology.
It's a new technology, and what we thought is, again, looking at how expansive this area is, we thought, and also the cost implication. It's much cheaper, it's faster. So what we decided was, why don't we compare and contrast? So do some part of planting manually, but also showcase the use of technology. The cost of doing 3,500 hectares by aerial seeding, that's about 20 million seedling, is the same cost of doing manually 100,000 seedlings manually. So you can see the cost comparison are just absolute. So yes, we are here to showcase both and compare and contrast. Yes, and by the way, we are not just focusing on Mau, right? Similar restoration exercises are ongoing in other water towers, and soon after this you will see us move to other degraded water towers. You know, we are realigning the boundaries because again people had tampered with the boundaries, so they are establishing the beacons using the original boundaries of Olentutu Boundary Commission of 1989. That is a boundary. So that's re-establishing the original boundaries. Today we intend to plant about 200 seedlings manually. 200,000 seedlings manually. And also plant today about 4.5 million seedlings through aerial seeding. Do the similar number on Monday, and Tuesday we'll have planted through aerial seeding 20 million seedlings. But that is just the beginning of a long process, because you can tell, you have seen yourself how degraded this water tower is. So today it's just really to announce that the process of reclamation of Masai Mau has been successful and completed. And contrary to what you're hearing from politicians in funerals, in hurriedly convened press conferences, in rallies, that has been done in the most humane and judicious of manner, voluntarily. We even have been facilitating those who did not have facilities to transport, to provide them transport. You'll also realize that we actually have used the communities neighboring the forest to do the pitting and also the planting. And they will be used also subsequently in managing and conserving the forest. We are not here to play politics, and because we don't do politics. And environment and politics should not be mixed. We are not targeting any particular community.
For 200,000, and going forward tutaendelea kupanda, maana kazi ya upanda itakuwa ni kazi ya siku moja. Ili hizi all these acres are almost 35,000 acres ya area ambayo ilikuwa degraded na uvamizi imekuwa completely reclaimed. So ndio sababu mbili ambazo tuko hapa. Yeah. The same.
Kuna hii jambo lingine la kuvuna mimea ambayo walikuwa labda mpangilio utakubaliwa kuvuna.
Hiyo nimesema. Amoja capture hiyo. Alafu jambo lingine ni hivi vitisho tunapata kutoka kwa wanasiasa. Hizo sehemu ambazo wanasema sio nzuri. Mimi nimefanya kazi Rift Valley na nimefanya kazi mahali kumekuwa na clashes. Nimekuwa Diomolo, nimekuwa Band Forest, nimekuwa kule Trans Nzoia, nimekuwa hapa Narok, sehemu zote ambazo watu wanapigana, mimi nimefanya kazi huko. Mambo mengi semi huwa sinaanza namna hiyo, vile wanaanza kuongea kwamba sisi ni wababe wa vita, tukianza vita hii dunia itakwama. Wengine wanasema kwamba watu wameambiwa warudi ancestral land. Can the government clarify what it means? I get what they're saying. Let go to them kwamba mimi naelewa vile wanasema na naelewa mahali wanaelekea. And this time round we will not allow them. Because for long wanasiasa wamekuwa wanapanga vita, watu wanapigana, wanakufa, wanaumia, mali yanaharibika, lakini mwanasiasa haumii. But this time round, if they tried that, they're going to face the full force of the law. There is no way utapanga vita wa Kenya wapigane na wewe nyumbani kwako na bibi yako kakula kwa amani. Haitawezekana. As what we are saying, watu waache hasira. Maana kama msitu nao inapata hasira, the consequences are dire. Watu waache hasira. Watu wote ambao walikuwa wanakaa hapa tuliwaambia watoke kwa hiari na wametoka. Hao wanasiasa wako wanakaa hapa wanakasirika kwa sababu gani? Na kama ni kutafuta kura, tuliambia now is no longer available kwa kura, watafute kura kwa vitu zingine. Then I'm assuring them 2022 this will not be an agenda. Haitakuwa, maana kutakuwa na ndio watakuwa wanajivunia kwa sababu kule Bomet na kule Kericho maji itakuwa imejaa hivi. Maana mito yote inatoka hapa. So ndugu zangu, tusikuwe na watu blackmail serikali, mkifanya hivi tutafanya hivi. Hapana, the government is in charge and anybody who believes above the law, they are going to realize very soon that they are not, because the law will bite. So we are here for two things. One, to officially announce that the 60 days notice that we gave for people to move out voluntarily have expired, and to confirm that indeed by now 99% of the people have already moved out. The remaining 1% have challenges in terms of transporting the commodities, the household goods, because of the poor state of our roads. We've made available government transport, not GK per se, but the Kenya Water Towers Agency has provided some funds for us to hire tractors and other vehicles for them to transport their goods. We're having a challenge with the poor road network because of the rain, but we believe by the end of today, everybody will have moved out. Number two, we've officially launched the tree planting program by government. It's basically a ceremonial function. We've done about 200 seedlings, but we target to plant about 13 million. What I believe personally is that once we secure this place, put an electric fence and control access to this place in terms of human activities and even grazing, this forest is capable of regenerating itself within 5 years. And you can just go up here. There's another one called Olposmoro. We moved people up from that place in 2015. We not plant any tree there, but you go there, it's full canopy. Even here is a very fertile place. We just stop human activities and will be good. I've already done a bit of aerial seeding. You've seen a plane here. You know, we are trying to spread seed in areas where we think cannot even access. And we know that once all this work is done, and Mau is completely rehabilitated and restored, we are going to have adequate water for domestic consumption, and even will be assured that the Masai Mara and the Serengeti ecosystem will be safe.
Perhaps after this, which other forest, which next forest are you targeting to?
For now, we want to go to Embobut, because Embobut is about 5,000 hectares that were invaded by people. People who are already compensated by government. They were supposed to have moved away, but somehow they did not move away. It's a small thing. We just simply go there and tell them to leave that place. They're already compensated. Any part of Kaptagat also. But going forward, we want to tell our people to understand that these forests are for the benefit of everyone. For millions of Kenyans. So if you find 2,000, 3,000 people are messing up with the gazetted forest, and they're affecting the livelihoods of 45 million Kenyans, it's not even fair. And maybe previously government has slept on the job, but this time round we won't. By the end of today, there will be no people here. You mean this forest? By the end of today, there's nobody.
Then the last question: how much has been set aside for the entire reclamation?
Money.
Yeah.
You'll be given that figure by KFS. I have the figure, but I can't tell you. Of course, we're going to even have other corporates. You can see this place has been divided to 100 hectare blocks. We want other people to adopt a block of 100 hectares. Even citizens, you can adopt 100,000 hectare as part of your CSR and plant the trees there. Because not just government, it's for everyone. Lakini mwanasiasa haumii. But this time around, if they tried that, they're going to face the full force of the law. There is no way utapanga vita wa Kenya wapigane na uende nyumbani kwako na bibi yako akakule kwa amani. Haitawezekana. As what we are saying, watu waache hasira. Maana kama msitu nao inapata hasira, the consequences are dire. Watu waache hasira. Watu wetu ambao walikuwa wanakaa hapa tuliwaambia watoke kwa hiari na wametoka. Au wanasiasa huko wanakaa hapa wanakasirika kwa sababu gani? Na kama ni kutafuta kura tuliambia Mau now is no longer available kwa kura, watafute kura kwa vitu zingine. That's I'm assuring them. 2022 this will not be an agenda. Haitakuwa, maana kutakuwa na ndivyo watakuwa wanajivunia kwa sababu kule Bomet na kule Kericho maji itakuwa imejaa hivi. Maana mito yote inatoka hapa. So ndugu zangu, tusikuwe na auto blackmail serikali. Mkifanya hivi tutafanya hivi. Hapana, the government is in charge, and anybody who believes above the law, they are going to realize very soon that they are not, because the law will bite. So we are here for two things. One, to officially announce that the 60 days notice that we gave for people to move out voluntarily have expired, and to confirm that indeed by now 99% of the people have already.
I think today we are changing the story to a story of hope. You can imagine if this area was rehabilitated fully and it's well rejuvenated, it doesn't only cover and help us to deal with the issue of ecological issues and benefits, but also provide an environment where we can now start other nature-based investments like ecotourism. So that in the years to come, when you come into Masai Mara, you're actually coming to one of the most pristine area to be able to enjoy nature. At the same time enjoying the nature, we're also providing water resources to the downstream communities, and also the people around here would have a better environment for farming. So what we are doing basically here is that we are defending the public and their current and the future lives. And basically we had no option than to be able to do this. But I appreciate basically the way these issues have been handled. As we talk about today, if 100% of people have left this area, I know it has been a bit emotional, but the bigger picture is that it's a good cause for this country and for every person, including the people who are here. This conservation effort will also benefit them, because that is exactly what we as a government are to do, to defend, to be on the forefront, to defend the interest of the public who are here in the neighborhood and also who are far off, but also who benefit with this very pristine resource. I want to say also within the Mau complex, basically, we also have success stories. If you go to Southwest Mau, the Maramara forest, for example, it is totally conserved. The community there have started now engaging in beekeeping. They have started now driving issues of ecotourism. This is the story we want to bring here in Masai Mau. Thank you.
Okay, there was a plan to do 10 million. Take us through how you want to plan to do that.
As I mentioned, basically you can see the collaborative nature. We really want to appreciate the government entities, all of them. And we have called for private sector. The many NGOs are with us today. Individuals have come. It's a call for all Kenyans. I don't think with this kind of presence and the commitment and desire and passion from Kenyans, 10 million is really a challenge. What is it that we cannot do is we cannot do it today. But basically is a start, and I can tell you between this rain season and other reason, because we also won't be coming back here and assess the story. But basically 10 million seedling is not a lot to do, comparing the goodwill that is driving this process. So our ultimate goal is to be able to achieve that, and I think today is a big step. You are seeing the national administration, the Ministry of Environment, all other arms of government, they are here today, and the community. That, I think, is a big sign and indicator of success. Thank you.
What type of trees are you planting, and also you can tell us about the area you're planting the trees?
Basically what happened, there was a bit of science that happened before this day. Basically you have to do what we call site matching. You have to come here and analyze what kind of tree initially, traditionally and naturally grow in this area. These are the only seedlings we have been able to plant, so that they are able to pick and be able to grow. We cannot possibly, for example, plant exotic trees. Normally here we are planting all indigenous trees which are suitable and which originally used to be in this place. You'll imagine that rehabilitation, basically, it is not an easy journey. And that's why we are telling Kenyans wherever they are, let us stop degradation. Because degradation takes a very short time. Recovery and restoring it to the optimal level, it actually almost never go to the original percent, but we try to go as near as possible to the nature. And therefore that's why we must protect what we have, basically, and guard it jealously, because one we destroy, coming back again there become difficult. But here we are using indigenous trees that are really site matched, and the technology has been, assessment has been done. As you know, Kenya Forest Service and KEFRI, they are the host of the technical capacity in terms of forestry, and we have given our all in this process.
The area you're planting,
yes.
Tell us about it.
Basically, I can't speak much about that because that is being handled by KEFRI. But what I know is that we're going to do quite a number of area with aerial seeding, because we have also to accept and use technology to complement what we can be able to do manually. And not only aerial seeding, we are also trying to do other activities in terms of monitoring also. We're going to go to technology to help us to monitor the growth and also variance of other areas. And therefore, it is a good step for this country to even go that direction, to complement and use our initiative to be able to reach our goal. That is 10 million, and to rehabilitate and restore this area to where it used to be. Thank you.
Thank you. At times you have diseases which attack the seedlings. What measures do you have in place to ensure that you control insects?
Basically, what the problem, when you find that kind of a scenario, it could mean that that tree was planted in the wrong place. Normally in nature, when you plant trees where they belong, you have very few incidences of nature. Disease and pests always occur. They are always there, including like in human. But they are contained to the lowest level that cannot cause any economic loss or ecological loss. So that the trees are surviving, but the pests, because also pests also relate with each other, they are still there, but they are always at a controlled situation. Unless you plant trees where they don't belong. And that's why here we said we must do a very critical site matching so that we don't introduce foreign tree species, which then cannot be able to adapt with this area.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are all happy with what the government of Kenya is doing. This is something that was actually decided on by Parliament in 2009. I remember the specific date was 15th of September 2009. That's 10 years ago, when there was actually a resolution that anybody who had encroached into the forest or who has actually gone beyond the Ruto boundaries should be removed. And in fact, Parliament at that time, through the task force that was set up by Honorable Raila Odinga, had a very vigorous debate about it. In fact, a person that I'd like to commend most for supporting this initiative at that particular time was Isaac Ruto. He actually confirmed, and I've got the answer to prove that some conmen misled innocent people to buy Mau forest which was not available for human habitation. It was never set apart, which was supposed to have been done as per the tenets of the constitution that was in operation then. And actually at that time I think they were saying there are less than 400 people who are claiming at that time, who are claiming draft titles. So we do not even know how all these other titles came in the subsequent years.
What is the name? Very good. What speed? Bado bana. Bado uko na haraka. Sasa makofi sasa. Makofi sasa unaweza.